The stock market comes back with a fury. The NASDAQ has its best day in about a year, and people are buying the dip. The stock market is doing really well today, and I'm going to break some of this down for you and explain what to look for in the stock market, what to worry about, and why stock market investing is really fun today. So, we're going to break this down for you right now. Hit the thumbs up button, share button, subscribe button. We're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'm your friendly neighborhood finance professor. I love to break down stocks and investing and tell you what's going on in the financial markets based on what happened that day. I do this every day. I do it all the time because I'm an absolute lunatic and I love this stuff. This is so much fun for me. This has been what I've been doing for 30 years. And so I pay very close attention. So let me break down for you what's going on in the stock market. I see Josetta's in here and Kid Blue and Breon Dixon. Everybody's putting their B1s in here. I appreciate that because we got to remember we're doing this from a black perspective. This is the blackest spot in the universe. We keep it black every single day. Doesn't mean we hate anybody else, but it means we are all about black wealth. We know exactly the solution to the black wealth problem. Congress can't figure it out. We know the solution. Your school system can't figure it out. We know the solution. All your black leaders can't figure it out. We know the solution. So let's jump into the solution. Let's talk about investing and what's going on in the market so you can understand what this is all about. So the stock market had an amazing day. A lot of you made money today. Give me a yes in the chat if you made money. If you did make money, I'm very happy for you. Live long and prosper, as the Vulcans say on Star Trek. So the reason you made money today, most likely, is because a lot of you are invested in these high growth tech stocks. A lot of you have ownership in a lot of financial companies that, maybe fintech companies, maybe growth companies, maybe some electric vehicle stocks. You got your Teslas, which do more than just electrical vehicle, they autonomous, all this other stuff. Your workhorses, you've got your Fiskars, you got a lot of these little companies that have been very nice to watch through the last several months. Jumia, my God, Jumia, which is doing all the e-commerce in Africa. You've got these companies, and last week if you own a lot of these companies, you were probably crying a little bit because you were getting your butt kicked. It was blood red. You were losing a lot of money. And one of the things that I mentioned to you last week is typically the market just does these things called reversals. I told you about that. I wrote my dissertation on this stuff. And basically with these reversals, what goes up comes down, what goes down comes up. And it's not just due to investor sentiment. Like, there is a mindset of buy the dip. And I like that mindset. That's what I do. I buy dips. I mean, chips and dip. That should be my nickname on investing because I'm always dipping. Dip baby dip. When I saw the stocks starting to plummet and I saw these tech stocks getting chopped in half right before my very eyes, I just started buying more. I bought more Workhorse, even though Workhorse dropped from, I think, over $30 a share to 15. And I'm glad I did it. Workhorse is on the move now. Now I'm making money, right? But it's not always like this, right? And it's very important for you to understand this. These companies, there's a lot of reason to believe that some of these high flying tech companies are just so overvalued that even when they deflate by 20 or 30%, that doesn't necessarily mean everything's good with the world. It just means that they're less inflated than they were before. They weren't being, overvalued as much as they were before. So in a way, it's kind of like buying the dip is still a risky strategy because maybe you didn't let it dip enough before you started buying. But the problem is that if you sit back and you wait and you get caught in the paralysis of analysis, then you're going to miss out on opportunities. The word poor stands for passing over opportunities repeatedly. A lot of people stay poor because every day they get opportunities to go out and make a move and they don't make any moves. Well, one of the things that I can guarantee you is that if you sit still, you're going to get exactly what you've been getting before. So what's really going on right now? Inflation concerns, for whatever reason, have evaporated. People are not as scared about inflation. The bond yields dropped just a little bit, but they're still high. That's the funny thing. It's not like they dropped down to a level where we can all be comfortable. They just dropped a little. And investors, it's almost like one of those relationships where somebody breaks up with you and they act like they never want to talk to you again. And you say something like, well, if you come to my house, I made chicken. And they're like, okay, all right, well, I'm only coming over so I can eat chicken. I'm only coming for the chicken, right? Well, they're really coming over because they really want to see you. Like, they're really trying to find an excuse to forgive you for whatever horrible thing you might have done, right? Because they love you. They really love you and they want to come back. Well, investors love their stocks. They want to buy stocks. They want these tech companies. They were looking for an excuse. They were like, just give me a reason. Give me any reason to feel comfortable enough to jump back in. And that's exactly what happened. When the bond yields kind of wiggled like a little bit less and kind of dropped just a tiny bit, that made investors say, we can go back and buy the dip now, y'all. Come on. So now all these tech stocks are rising in value because people are buying. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow was a slow day just because today was such a great day. I think today was the best day the NASDAQ's had in a year. So it's been pretty awesome to watch. But what's going on broadly is, number one, long term, these tech companies are still going to be blockbusters, still going to be disruptors. Kathy Wood over at ARK Investing has the right idea. A lot of the companies she's invested in are going to do extremely well. Tesla is a beautiful company. Last week, I told you all about Square. Square blew up today. We mentioned Square last week. Square's killing the game this week. That was one of the stocks I actually mentioned to you guys in the Black Stock Market program, if you were paying attention on that. Also, moving forward, these cyclical companies, those are the ones that are going to do well. Those are the ones that are going to win. So the cyclical companies that are going to be what they call the recovery plays are the ones that are going to ultimately end up just taking off as the economy reopens. The reopening is wide open. The lane is open. It's like a football game where your linemen have cleared a hole for the running back that's 20 feet wide. He's going to run right through that hole and sprint down the field to score a touchdown. So this economy is going to take off to the moon. The biggest fear right now is inflation, but that's really not a huge fear in the whole scope of things, because there are still stocks you can buy that will do well in what is called a reflationary environment. So basically the tire is being filled up with air. Let's hope it doesn't get filled up with too much air, because if the tire gets too much air, it's going to pop. That's the big debate right now with the stocks. The volatility has not ended. If bond yields creep back up again, those tech stocks are going to get pummeled. So if that movement makes you squeamish, you may want to take a more defensive strategy. Maybe buy some puts, maybe sell some calls, maybe take some off the top, maybe position your other portfolios to kind of protect you. Whatever you got to do, just be ready, because this ain't over yet. Every day's a new day. So I'm out of here, guys. Please hit the thumbs up button, share button, subscribe button. And my baby just literally came into the chat to tell me to answer my phone. So that means I got to go. When my black woman calls me, I go and I answer my baby anywhere I'm at. So by the way, I'm going to be gaming today. So if you want to hang out with me and play Call of Duty, or watch me play Call of Duty and ask me more questions, feel free to go to my Twitch channel. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Dr. Boyce Watkins. I think my gaming tag is Bo Watkin, BOWATKIN. So friend me over there. I play games with my kids and we talk about stocks, and I want young people to all become investors, because here's the deal. I have an agenda. The Hollywood has an agenda. The politicians have an agenda. Well, Dr. Boyce has an agenda too. My agenda is I want to see Black people dominating the world. I want to see true Black power emerge. I want to see us dominate by dominating economically. I want us to be the most financially literate, the most financially enthusiastic, the most financially educated, the most financially sophisticated group of people on the planet. I want us to own I want our kids and grandkids to own all the real estate they can own. I want them to start as many businesses as they can start. I want them to own every stock they can buy. I want them to want ownership more than they want a nice fancy car or a new pair of shoes. I want them to be winners. So that's why I'm on Twitch. That's why I'm talking to the young people, because I want the young people to be doing what some of you older folks are doing right now, because you're figuring it out. But the difference is they're going to figure it out at the age of 15 or 20. When it's the things that you and I figured out maybe when we were 30 or 35. That's the game changer. That's how Black people are going to win. We are on our way. What time am I streaming? I don't know, probably in an hour or so. It's about 4:30 Eastern now. I'll probably be on there by 5:30, so feel free to stop in. All right, so I'm out of here. Please hit the thumbs up button, share button, subscribe button, and I'm out of here, and I hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you later. Peace.